and welcome to the Balance Chaos Podcast.
Back for another season, another episode. We're very excited after a long break.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I was just trying to think how long it's been since we've done this, but it's been a while.
It's been some months.
Yeah, it's been some months. But we're back and with video this time, so that's...
Yes, we're excited to add this addition to our podcast, to YouTube, to TikTok.
Wherever it's going.
So much opportunity.
So watch us wherever you can. We thought since it's been a little while and we're kind of relaunching that we'd start by just reintroducing ourselves and letting you get to know us and where we are, what we've been up to, and who we are.
Yeah, a little what we've been up to episode, if you will.
So welcome. Welcome in.
Well, I think since the last time we've recorded, I was pregnant for sure.
Yes.
I think it was at the beginning of the pregnancy.
Yes.
So since then we've had a whole baby.
Together.
Yeah. It's a balanced chaos baby. So that new life has happened.
Yeah, which is really exciting. Like, you're a mom again after
8 years.
Yeah.
So that's fun. It's been fun.
Yeah, how are you doing with that?
I'm actually doing great.
That's a big adjustment, and I'm sure people would like to know.
Okay, well, thank you for asking. I feel really good, actually. I was a little nervous because I couldn't, when I was pregnant, picture myself with a baby. Like, I was like, okay, I'm pregnant. I know a baby's going to be here, but I didn't picture myself with, like, the stroller and the diaper bag. Yeah. But now that he's here, it's amazing. And I couldn't, like, now it's hard to imagine my life without him.
Yeah. I feel like you just, like, really went right into it with such ease.
Thank you.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
Because it can throw you.
It can. Well, it's funny because I feel like a lot of people are like, how are you doing? Are you exhausted? Are you tired? There's parts that I would say are tiring, but I don't feel that way. Like, I feel very much like, no, I'm like, he's great. I'm soaking it up. It's nice to cuddle. He always smells good. It's really nice.
Well, and I do think, you're in a really good place in your life in general, and that does make it feel a little easier because you've worked on a lot of things, so it's not... Bringing a new life in can bring a lot of things up if you haven't.
And that's what it did the first time. So that's absolutely what it did the first time. This time it does. It just feels like gentler or like a warm hug. Like, it feels very nice.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. What have you been up to?
I did not have a baby.
Okay.
I have just been, having children go through different phases. I've got the 4, and my oldest just started middle school. So that was like a whole new world, I guess.
Well, now that she's in the second week, how's it feeling?
It's good. Like, I had a really hard time in middle school, if I'm honest. Like, I had moved to Las Vegas for the first time. I started 6th grade. I didn't know anybody. That's not an awesome time to move somewhere new.
Time.
So I was really trying to, like, not put my stuff on her and just be like, it's going to be great. But also, like, oh my gosh, girls were mean. Like, how is this going to be? And, of course, it all can be... There's 3 years. There's a lot that we'll go through. And I think part of that is growing up. But so far, she's really been enjoying it. And she's, like, kind of found her groove. And it's gone really well. So I'm happy.
Good. I'm happy for her and you.
Yeah. And then my youngest is in pre-K. So, like...
How is he liking that?
Good. There's some periods of the day where, like, nobody's at home. And that feels really...
refreshing.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Really, like, I could clean up and things could stay clean for a minute, which is cool.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah, and then, just work and life and all the good things. I feel like life is in a really beautiful spot.
Oh, I love that. That's because you literally do. You have pre-K to junior high, like all walks of childhood.
Yeah, all walks of life.
That's lovely. Well, that's what we've been doing. Really trying to bring calm in total chaos.
It's a challenge every day.
Having some balance in the chaos.
Yes.
Okay, well, if you haven't listened to us before or worked with us before...
Now you know all about our personal lives.
Yes,
Let's talk about our professional.
Our professional lives. So both of us are wellness practitioners, holistic wellness practitioners, but that includes a large umbrella of stuff. So we like to name a few.
Yeah. We do energy healing,
breath work,
yoga,
meditation,
somatic release.
Yeah, like basically anything that includes moving the energy in your body, getting stored emotion out of the body, spirituality, mediumship, past life stuff. That's all of our jam.
Yeah, and connecting like your mind, body, and spirit together and just helping you to learn who you are in this life.
Right. It's big.
It's big.
But we're both really passionate about that, about all things spirituality and wellness. So our podcast covers a wide variety of those things. And if you're interested in kind of what we talk about, go back, listen to some previous episodes. I mean, we have 4 seasons. So we encourage you to listen. We're going to redo some topics and just bring out more and
new energy to it. So we've been doing this podcast since 2020.
Yeah.
And we've covered a wide variety of things, but like energy is always moving, you know, we're always growing and moving, in the way that we talk about something might be different depending depending on where we are, depending on where the world is. And so we just think it's really, all the topics are really fun.
Yes.
Sometimes some of them are heavy, some of them are light. We try to keep it light the whole time. But,
you know, they're gonna feel light even if they're heavy.
Even if they're heavy, we're gonna laugh through them.
Yeah, and there's gonna be so many feathers. Is there light?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, and so our goal in general for this podcast is to bring awareness. I'm reading like off the paper. Our goal we
wrote notes. Did you know?
Well, it's funny is we normally will like write notes to have a general idea and then never look at them again. And I don't know why today I'm like, the notes are here. But our goal is to bring wellness and spirituality into the mainstream and make it digestible and really applicable to your life. Like,
yes, we want you to like listen to this and be like, oh, I could do that, or oh, I can relate to that. Not like, wow, they're in a totally different realm than I have, and I have no idea what they're talking about. Like, we want to make it so you can bring spirituality into, you know, picking up your kids from school or talking with your husband or whatever it might be.
Taking that deep breath when you're dealing with your mother-in-law. So you know?
It's for the people coming in and attending.
So we want you to know if you come, everything's taken care of. It's not like you have to worry about where your next meal is coming from or, you know, doing dishes or anything like that. You are fully in a retreat experience.
You get to just relax and be with yourself. And the cool thing is the house that we're staying at this year is attached to a resort.
Yes.
So the house is almost full or possibly full at this point.
We do rent the house out first come first serve.
Yes.
But reach out to us if you're interested. It is on a resort called Poco Diablo, and we have access to all the resort amenities. So if you have downtime, so let's say you go to an energy healing session and you want time to process, you can go lay by the pool or you can go play tennis. There's just things you can, like an added piece.
Yeah, it's just like an added piece. Like, it's walking distance from the house. So you can go down there and, you know, if you have a little time and you want to have a glass of wine out looking at the beautiful mountains, you can do that.
Yeah. So we're really excited about that.
Yes.
So that's why you would retreat, and we think you should retreat with us.
So if you're interested, just reach out to balancechaoslv@gmail.com, or you can contact either one of us on Instagram or wherever you're watching this.
Yeah, wherever you're watching this. Yeah. Comments, but we're excited to have you. All right, I want to get past the work stuff.
Brooke's ready to get weird.
I don't know why. Like, I cannot.
Let's move in.
So I told Kristin, I thought of this on the drive here, but I was like, you know what, Kristin, we're going to interview each other. We're going to ask each other a couple questions. She got really nervous because she was like, what, did you prepare your questions a week ago?
Yeah. She likes to spring these things on, and I'm like, you've been thinking about this. I just thought about it on the car right here, and it was like 5 minutes, so not that much preparation. I said yes. I would like everyone to know.
She did. She's like a ride or die, but she just has some questions first.
I'm just like, wait, what do you mean? What kind of questions?
So I was thinking like icebreaker questions that allow us to get to know you a little more.
Okay, great.
So let's start. What is your biggest fear in this lifetime?
Oh, okay. Let's see. Well, my biggest fear used to be birds.
Oh, okay.
I would like to talk about this.
Okay,
So I used to be terrified of birds. Like, I couldn't have a bird fly near me. I would like run away if birds were by. I remember I lived in Oslo, and I had a stroller, and I would have to walk by pigeons, and had like the worst heart palpitations. Like, there's like, you got to do it. But as I like went on a spiritual journey, I realized the birds were trying to talk to me.
Yes.
And that's why they were like, because I would get pooped on all the time. I have like pictures as a baby with like birds all over me. Like, birds just have always gravitated to me. Now I love them, and I see them, and I'm like, hey, what do you want to tell me? What's happening? Mm-hmm. So that was one of my
good lesson in what you resist persists.
Yeah, they weren't going away. So, and then my biggest fear currently. That's tough. I feel like, I guess probably like anyone, one of my biggest fears is like not doing the things that I want to do. But I also feel like I embrace that and work towards it.
Okay, that's amazing. So you're utilizing your fear as a tool.
Yeah, I mean, the birds taught me that. Yeah, like we're not. It's not going to go away. You gotta take action.
Yeah, no, that's
if
fair.
You want to move through it.
You know what's funny is like I think fear is a funny topic. Like everybody's different. You have people who are like birds, like no, and then you have people who are like public speaking. Then you have people who are like dying, like, and it's like it's like all over. So I was just like, you know what? I've never asked Kristin this question.
Do I get to ask you? Are we gonna flip it around?
Don't you have your own questions?
I mean, I have my own, but I didn't know if we were gonna ask each other. I'm gonna ask you.
Okay, so Kristin, because I had 5 minutes before, she's stealing my questions.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
I didn't prepare any questions, so I pretended to write things down and I didn't do anything.
I would say mine's very much kind of flipped too. So same, like I was very afraid of bugs. I think there's a couple things there. I think I must have died of a bug bite or something in a past life, or maybe they ate all of my crops or something and then I starved because I don't know. But I just hate any bug. Doesn't matter if it's a ladybug.
I can attest to this. She does not.
Well, because our retreat last year, I got bit by a tarantula. So they bite. And so,
she did not get bit.
Yes, I did.
Everyone was safe.
You guys, I got bit.
There was also somebody who really liked the tarantula. And
God!
Did she pick it up?
Yeah, she did.
She did pick it up. If you're watching this, I think you're a rock
I love
star.
her, but okay. So I've resolved the fear to where, like, if there is a bug, I don't think I'm gonna die now. But I still don't want to be near it. I still don't want it to crawl on my foot and bite me. I don't.
Fair.
And it was the same thing. It was like bugs would find me. Like I would go to my front door and there would be a praying mantis on my door handle, so I couldn't avoid it. Like that type of bug stuff. Yeah. Now it's a little less bad and they're a little less present in my life. Thank God.
Why do you think that is?
Because I've realized like what the signs were, spiritual signs. But my actual biggest fear now, I wasn't ready for you to ask me this question.
I know.
But I guess I have a fear of. I think my fears are like more like day to day, like being either left behind, like, oh, am I doing enough? Like, because I feel like that's like even maternity leave was hard for me because I'm like, well, should I be working on something?
Right. And
it's like it's a constant anxiety. So I wouldn't say it's debilitating fear because then I just work on things. But it's like, why do I have that anxiety if it's not a fear?
Right. Yeah, that totally makes sense.
So I would say that's like one that keeps me up at night.
Yeah.
And so then I work towards things. And then I also have to have conversations with myself like, Brooke, chill out. You're fine. Like, everything's fine. But it's like, you know, we live in a very hustle, go, go, go culture. So it's like, wait, if I don't post on Instagram for, right. Or if I don't have a story, are people going to forget I'm here? And it's like, no.
Yeah, like 5 minutes and then I'm gone.
Yeah. Like, and I know it's not the truth, but the fear lives in my body. Like, I feel the visceral, like, reaction to it. And I have to, like, have the conversations with myself.
Which is, I think... I love that you said that, the visceral reaction, because I think fear is very visceral. Like, if you are not sure what you're afraid of, if this question is like, I don't know, or you think like bugs, birds, whatever, there's usually some sort of mental fear, I'll call it. And it is like, if I start thinking about like, okay, I'd really like to do this, but I should relax today. But then I'm like, oh, but what if I don't get accomplished what I want to get accomplished in this lifetime?
Yeah.
And then my body's like, well, hurry up. And that's when you have to use some tools to like.
Well, you get like physical anxiety. You can feel it. And that's what I would register in this, like for me, for fear, where I think some people are like, oh no, I can't public speak. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, I can talk in front of everybody all day.
Well, I even laugh at like when I first became a yoga instructor and I was like scared, like I'd be like, Kristin, am I saying this right? Like, and it was like very timid. Now I go to a yoga class, like honestly, like little to no preparation. I'm like, it's gonna come out. It'll be fine. I think you can outgrow fears as well.
For sure. I think the more you like step into them, the more they can kind of fade into the past. And then and that's part of growing, right? Is to like be in your fear, because it's usually there for a reason and it's usually asking you to grow.
To face it. I will say, just on the bug front, you know those little like tiny pincher bugs, those skinny bugs?
Yes.
I can smash those now on my own. So.
I'm really proud of you. Those smash really gross.
Well, I know, but the other day, I live in an area where I think there's a lot of them, because I still don't come at me because I know I like natural things, but I still get my house bug sprayed and I'm not going to stop. But those
fear or
sometimes you got to take the chemicals. Those don't always kill. Like the pincher bugs will still be alive.
Yeah.
And so yesterday I found 2 and I killed them both. Nobody was home, and I just would like you guys to know how brave I am.
Thank you.
Brave. Thank you.
Do you put out those sticky pads ever?
What?
Do you have sticky pads that you ever put out at your house? No, she's looking at me like I'm making this up. So I live in an area where there's scorpions. You would love that. But I put out sticky pads by my door because sometimes they'll sneak in and the bugs get caught on it.
Okay, yes, my bug man puts them in my garage.
Okay.
But not by the actual doors.
Well, your house is newer than mine. You probably have better ceiling, but I like to put them there.
Okay, that makes sense.
Sorry.
Elliot also hates bugs. That's the noise that we're hearing.
He's like, I saw the pincher bugs. My mom is so brave. Okay. You want to ask me?
Yes, okay.
Or do you want me to alternate?
Oh, yeah, let's alternate.
Okay. What is your favorite activity to get in touch with your inner child?
Okay, so annoying. That's my second question. I told you not to look at my paper.
I didn't.
I worded it different, but I said favorite things to do for fun and laugh. Okay, but just I need you guys to know we did not talk to each other about this question.
We sat here with our pens and our
know my favorite thing to get in touch with my inner child. I love two things: jumping on my trampoline. It just makes me so giddy and so giggly. Like afterward, it's like I jump on it, I feel good while I'm jumping on it, but then afterwards, you cannot stop my giggle. Love it. And then the other one, freeze tag. I don't know what it is about that game, but I am if anybody will freeze tag me or I would like to challenge other adults too to foot races, sprinting. I just love it.
Yeah, you do love a run.
I do. Well, because when I was a kid, I was I think I was told I was fast, so it felt good to run.
So that was your jam.
Yeah, and so still, it brings me right back to 8-year-old Brooke.
So Elliot's joining us now. He's our third part.
Third podcaster.
He's very sweet.
It'll allow us to record with more ease.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you like to do to release your inner child?
So my favorite thing, and this is a recent discovery, is swimming. And I like to swim, but even better to have goggles on, go under the water. And I think it's because when I was a kid, we lived in Bermuda, and so we were on an island, and my dad ran a resort, so I would swim in this big giant pool, and you'd dive down, and we played mermaids, and we played treasure hunting, and it just was so fun, and I feel it just brings me right back there. So Halstein got me goggles this summer, and it was
great gift.
The best thing ever. I kind of teased him and was why would you ever? I'm never going to wear these. And I put them on, and I was these are the best. I will wear these every day. And it just makes me feel like a kid.
I love that.
And so now if we go to the beach, I make myself get in the water. Whereas before I'm I'm a grown up, I sit on the sand.
You lay on the sand, we soak up the sun.
And I'm bye, I'm going swimming, and I feel so much better after, and I have so much more joy than if I'm sitting on the sand.
Amazing. I need to try the goggle thing, because I do. I on right before I wash my hair to now go under the water, maybe do a handstand or two.
Yeah.
But goggles, I think that would be a game changer.
And it's really fun to watch. I'll put the goggles on and just watch the kids go in and out, and I just think it's really funny, to watch their faces. It just makes me laugh.
That is really funny, actually, because then you get to see their faces underwater.
And then we do underwater tea parties.
Okay, that's cute.
Yeah,
that's very cute.
You can borrow my goggles.
Okay, cool. Thanks. I think I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna come over to be a mermaid with you.
Perfect. There's matching ones.
You played freeze tag with me. I think the least I can do is be a mermaid with you. Really work on our inner child. Inner children.
Inner children.
Okay, my next question was, and it was a play on your name. Her Instagram handle is Calm in Total Chaos.
Yes.
So what are your favorite things to do to bring calm when there is chaos around you?
Okay, so I have two. One, if, we're in a space where I need to kind of get things under control, we're leaving the house and everyone's yelling at each other and no one can find the other freaking sock because I don't know. Thing. I'm dude, I swear there was matching ones, but they just get eaten by, I don't know. And everyone's yelling at each other, and we're late, and I see my husband did you know what time it is? And I'm okay. So then I do a breathing technique. Probably my favorite one for that is a double inhale, single exhale, and sigh it out. And I press my feet onto the ground, and I'm I'm here, this is happening, but I'm here in this moment, and I'm gonna make it through one breath at a time. If I'm home and everyone's being wacky and I'm on edge, then I kind of just join in. I'll put on loud music, and usually I go for I don't know, something that was fun when I was younger, 90s dance. So I'll put on Spice Girls or Ace of Base. I don't know, maybe a little Night at the Roxbury, and turn it on, and then we just dance around in the kitchen if I'm cooking, because I feel it's always happy hour, unhappy hour when
that's when it ensues. Yeah.
So then I just join right in, and it feels, after like 5 minutes, I'm like, it's fine. Whatever's happening is fine. I feel great.
The edge. I love that. I think that's like such a good practice, because I think that you don't. I think you do realize like the sound of it. Like, okay, 4 kids. Like, you know, like it sounds like a lot, and then,
really
but when you watch Kristin, it is like she's very okay and fine in it. Your kids are great anyway, but I think that it's like knowing that, like, instead of being triggered, like, oh my gosh, everybody's being loud, everybody's being chaotic. Yeah. It's like, how about I just stop trying to make everything low right now when it's not a low time, essentially.
Right. Like, it's not going to happen. I can't be like, everyone be quiet, and then they're like, yes, Mom. I'm just going to sit here now.
Yes.
For the next 20 minutes till you can regulate yourself and feel better.
Until you're okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, question then. Yeah. Is chaos for you more at home, or is traffic chaotic for you ever?
I would say traffic used to be chaotic for me. Like, I can remember one time I was driving, and my friend said, you don't have to, like, yell at the cars, you know. I was like,
you don't have to take this personally.
First of all, I was like, I don't. That's how my parents drive. I didn't know there was another way. Like, my mom now, I drive with my mom. I love you, Mom. But I'm like, you don't have to yell at that car in front of me.
Look, everything's fine.
And, like, we're not in a rush. Like, this is such a waste of energy. But, and I think I like, figured that out. Like, having 4 kids, having, you know, job, having lots going on, I'm like, where can I find peaceful moments? It's a lot easier for me to find a peaceful moment in traffic than it might be at home.
Yeah, no, I honestly, traffic doesn't bother me, but I also realize that I do a lot to avoid, like, I don't drive far. Most things in my life are fairly close to, like, where I live. And then, you know what I also noticed? I don't take left turns.
Oh, like, I hate a left
out
turn.
of places. Like, I know because I drive with Devin sometimes, and this man, I'm like, you wait I know every turn out of every, like, if I go to a certain Target or a certain Starbucks or my office, where I know I can make a right turn. Like, there's not a left turn just occurring and, like, happening at me. I'm not doing that.
I am with you. I do the same thing. Like, when I come out of Target is the one that I think of. It is faster to go, and actually it's a right turn, but I have to get across 4 lanes.
Yes.
So it's faster for me to go out and go right and then get across 4 lanes in theory. But I drive up so that I can go around and make it more peaceful for myself. Same. Because why not?
And that's just generally, so I'm like, I guess traffic doesn't bother me, but I am always finding a way for a simpler path.
For it to feel better.
Yes, exactly. Hey, sir.
Hi.
He said, I want to face the camera.
Okay. So I've got my next one for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
What if you had to eat one food
Easy
every day of your life? What would it be? Easy? This is so hard for me.
Chips and salsa.
Oh.
But it would be a spicy salsa. Preferably the one my mom makes. My mom makes a salsa from scratch that I also make, but she puts love in it. But my brother and I just had this conversation the other day because we were on the phone and he was eating chips and salsa, and I was like, that's my stranded island food. And he was like, mine too. But it's because we grew up just like snacking on it. What's yours?
I don't think I could. I think this is a really hard question.
Really?
Because I go in like phases of things that I like, and then I get bored of it, and I love to try new things. So I don't know if I could answer that.
Okay, I love new things too, but there's certain staples like French fries. Give me French fries all day.
You know, but if I had it every single day,
I could eat French fries every day.
I don't think I could.
Chips and salsa every day? No.
I mean, maybe chips and salsa, maybe. I mean, I would like a cup of coffee every day.
Same, but
I also would like to be able to change how I'm having the coffee. So I think maybe I have a problem. I hope I never get stuck.
I know, you're like, I cannot do that. Yeah. I think I'd be fine if I had my staples.
If I try to like have staples for our house because 4 kids, and I'm like, okay, and after 2 weeks I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate all this food.
Like, we can't have this.
If I have one more piece of spinach and an egg,
oh wow,
I'm not going to be okay. But yeah.
Okay, well, I really, really hope that you don't.
Yeah.
End up, you won't. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay, and I would survive. I would find seasonings.
You would find
variety. I could change it up.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, because then I also think like, if I had to pick like I love tacos. I could do a chicken taco anytime.
See, I mean, I could have a taco, but I would need like maybe
different variations.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it's problematic, or it's not. I don't know. But
it's not. We don't have to make it a problem.
Okay.
I think it's nice that you like that variety.
Yeah, I do.
See, that was fun. The interview questions are fun. Because it starts a conversation, and it's like we don't all think the same. And we don't all, have to. I just poked him. I don't know if that's going to be good. Oh, we're good.
He's happy. He's like, I don't know why you did that, Mom, but I'm okay.
But we don't all have to think the same, but it like opens up space to understand each other better. Not that I was trying to prove that point. When I thought of asking each other questions, I just thought it would be fun. But now I would like to make it spiritual.
I like it a lot. I had one more because.
Oh, okay.
Do you want it?
Yeah, I'm ready.
It was. I mean, I feel like I know this answer, but I would like you to share it with everybody else. What's an animal that embodies who you are?
A whale, a blue whale specifically.
I want to know the why.
Okay. I just like that they're big, which is like a weird thing to like, but it's just fascinating that they're so huge.
It is fascinating.
And they're beautiful. Not that I think I'm big and beautiful, but it's not what I think, honestly. It's more of like the embodiment of the energy. It's like a peaceful, serene being that is honestly itself, and it's blue, and I feel like at times I struggle with throat chakra issues. It does not seem like it in a public speaking setting, but like in my day-to-day life,
like a one-on-one more.
Yes, that's where my throat, like that is what I think to be my problem chakra, and the fact that a blue whale is blue, the embodiment of the color of the throat chakra. They make the whale songs, and they're big. I can't say enough about how much I like them.
I like it. Well, I love the ocean, so.
Okay, so what's your animal?
I mean, it depends on the day that you ask me.
Okay, would you switch your animal too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, mine's always the same.
I know.
Oh.
I know. That's kind of why I wanted to ask you, because I'm like, is it always the same? But no, I do feel like mine switches. Maybe I'm just.
Okay, what is it today?
I feel like today I'm in a lion space.
Okay, you know what? I thought you were gonna say lion, but then I always think she's a Leo, so I'm always like,
I know.
Of course it's a lion.
But that's not always, like, sometimes it's a horse.
Okay,
sometimes
I have
it's a
heard
giraffe,
you say that one.
And sometimes it's more of like I don't know. There's something else that I can't think of, but it's more of a jungly animal.
That's fair. Do you know that people people often get me elephant stuff and think that I like elephants because they're the big animals of the land? I'm actually not an elephant girl. I'd just like to put that out there.
She likes to get her blue whale, not elephant. Okay?
Well, oftentimes people will be like, oh, there wasn't a whale thing, so I just went with the elephant. I'm like, not the same.
not embodying who I am. Okay?
So yeah, mine doesn't change. Am I too fixed? I need to meditate on this. Maybe
this is right. Well, I think what's funny is like I tend to be the one that's a little more like here and you're up here, and I like the change and you are very consistent.
That's fair. Okay. What about favorite color? This was not on my notepad, but like my favorite color is always the same. Does yours change?
Oh yeah.
Okay. My favorite color is orange, day in and day out.
I have like 4, and like one will kind of like pop up and more into the lead. Like I love orange. I love green. I like coral, which is on the orange family.
Well, we're not. Are we just saying colors we like?
No, these are like my favorites.
I like so many.
And then I like pink and yellow together. And on some days, I'm like, that is my favorite. Like, I can't get enough of that.
That combo. That's fair. I just feel like if an option comes in orange, I'm always choosing the orange. But I like green, too. And I like pink, but orange is still my favorite.
I feel like in the last years, green has stayed at the top.
Okay, that's fair. Like, a dark green or like a lime?
Well, dark green in the winter. More of like a Kelly in the summer. I don't know.
I don't know why I asked. I had to know that was coming. Beautiful.
I really like change.
I love that. I love that you're so comfortable because the only thing that's consistent is change.
I'm ready for it at all times.
It's beautiful. With the seasons, all of it.
Yeah, I was going to say I feel like my favorite color will change on the season because I'm not going to pick a bright orange thing.
Well, then it's burnt orange for winter.
But if it's Christmas time, I'm not picking a bright orange. Like, I would pick a forest green.
Okay.
But if it's spring, I am definitely going for the bright orange.
I think I would pick, like, are we talking about sweaters? Like, I would still pick an orange sweater.
Yeah, so let's say sweaters.
Okay, yeah. No, I'd still pick orange. Like, Devin will, like, joke with me, like, if we go shopping, especially because, maternity body, like, so much is changing.
Right.
And the option, he's like, I know you're going to pick the orange one. Just grab it. Like, don't even sit here and think about the colors. Like, just
don't try to pretend. Well, I will go in phases where I will buy everything. Like, this summer I did a lot of hot pink. And, like, everything I bought was hot pink.
I will say I like hot pink clothes.
They're fun.
They are. Like, especially, like, workout clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I'm like, no, I only need neutrals. And then I'll just buy, like, a lot of neutrals.
That makes sense for, like, switching up. I don't know. So much to think about.
So much to think
this
about.
world is crazy.
Anyway.
A lot of colors.
I really get on a tangent with my colors.
I actually really enjoy those types of conversations. What else is there? What else do we need to know spiritually? We've got 9 minutes.
Oh, look at us. About those questions, or
No,
just about life?
Life. I think we could talk about anything now. It's like fair game.
Look at that.
We introduce ourselves. You know who we are. You know what we're about.
Maybe we should talk about what's coming in this season.
Oh my gosh, we did a content calendar. This is such a good idea.
I just thought of it right now. I didn't even, it's not in the notes, just so, in case you're wondering. Yeah, we did a content calendar. So we actually, for the first time ever, if you've met us, you know we like to fly by the seat of our pants. We are organized.
Yes,
and
we had
did
preparation.
Yeah, we did a full content calendar. So we've got our next 19 episodes.
We do. So yes, this is
out.
going to be season 5. 20 episodes, including this one.
Mm-hmm.
And
video planned out.
So
ready
what's
to go.
coming?
I
can't remember either. I know. I know.
That's a great idea. I know we're going to be doing. Here's a couple things that are coming. So just put this in your back pocket. There's going to be a parenting, spiritual parenting segment. Is that the only one you could think of too?
Yes, and that's at the end. That's our last one.
And then we're going to talk about human design, I think.
Yes, that's still towards the end.
What's coming first is energy, like how to manage your energy.
Yes, how to manage your energy.
Like
I'm just gonna say what you're gonna say right after you.
I was like, she's gonna go with it. She's not. How to manage your energy, how to live in the world if you're an empath.
Oh yes, how to live in the world if you're an empath. No, but really, like, I was sorry. Like, grounding yourself in actionable tools that you can use in your day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. So those are going to be our next episodes coming. We're also, every 4th episode, we're going to be interviewing somebody.
So that's new, and we're really excited about it.
Yes, we have not interviewed, really, other than our husbands, anybody on this podcast.
And they loved it.
I would say if there's one episode to skip, that's the one.
We should just take that off.
I think they love it. It's their time to shine. You know?
We'll bring them back one day.
Yeah, with lots of marriage counseling on hand. Just kidding.
We'll bring in a guest to work through
to mediate.
with us. Yes. But
yeah, it's going to be a great season. We're so excited.
Yeah, we're really excited to have it planned out because it makes us more, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just like amped up.
It does. And you know what? We have to thank you guys. Last season, we were in the top 10% shared podcast in the world.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. So if you could keep sharing us with your friends if you like what we're doing.
Yes.
We're going to really up our social media game this season. Mm-hmm. So if you could like and share our posts, we'll be on TikTok, we'll be on Instagram. We look forward to talking to you guys. If there is a topic you want to hear about, we can plan it for season 6.
It will not be in the next 19, but we'd love to hear it now. So because we will be planning again.
Yes.
So yeah, reach out to us. Don't be a stranger. And yeah, thank you for sharing and liking and all of the things. And please keep doing that. And I think we'll have some like little like if you share contests coming up.
Oh, I love that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So we're back weekly.
And remember, you can join us in Sedona for this year's retreat, October 12th through 15th. Email us, balancechaoslv@gmail.com if you'd like to get yourself signed up for that or know more information. We'd love to have you there.
We would. We cannot wait to see you there. Sedona is going to be so tight.
Yes. Part of why we do this is for community.
Yes.
And that is a big community builder.
Exactly.
Awesome.
So thank you.
Thank you for being here. Thanks, Elliot, for joining us.
Bye.
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 Bye.